Pornography. It's a topic that can be confusing and even a little bit scary, especially for young people. You might have heard it's bad for you, but why? What makes it so difficult for some people to stop watching it, even if they want to? This essay will explore the science behind pornography addiction, explaining in simple terms why it can be so addictive. We'll look at how it affects our brains and emotions and why it's important to understand the potential risks. Imagine your brain has a reward system. This system releases feel-good chemicals like dopamine when you do something pleasurable, like eating your favorite food or hanging out with friends. This system is designed to motivate us to repeat behaviors that are essential for survival. However, addictive substances and activities can hijack this system. Pornography, with its intense visual stimulation, triggers a surge of dopamine in the brain, creating a feeling of pleasure. This feeling is immediate and powerful, making it highly rewarding, particularly for adolescents and young adults whose brains are still developing and are more sensitive to rewards. This introductory section establishes the context and relevance of the topic, using relatable language and imagery to engage a younger audience. It introduces the concept of the brain's reward system, setting the stage for the subsequent sections that will delve into the specific mechanisms of pornography addiction. Remember that dopamine rush we talked about? It's a key player in pornography addiction. When you watch porn, the brain gets flooded with dopamine, creating a feeling of intense pleasure. This feeling is instant, which makes it very rewarding. Think about it like this. Imagine eating a delicious piece of cake. You get an immediate burst of sweetness and satisfaction. Pornography can work in a similar way, triggering those pleasure centers in the brain very quickly. The problem is, over time, the brain can start to crave that dopamine rush more and more. This can lead to watching pornography more frequently and for longer periods, even when it's not something you want to be doing. This section explains the role of instant gratification in pornography addiction, drawing a parallel with the immediate pleasure derived from eating cake. It highlights how the brain's reward system, designed for survival, can be overstimulated by pornography, leading to cravings and increased consumption. In the past, accessing pornography was more difficult. Today, with the internet, it's just a click away, 24/7. This easy access makes it much harder for some people to resist. Imagine a giant library filled with endless books, each one slightly different. That's what the internet is like for pornography. There's so much variety that it's easy to get caught in a cycle of searching for something new and more stimulating. This constant novelty keeps the brain engaged and can make it even harder to break free from the cycle of addiction. It's like always wanting the newest phone or the latest fashion. The desire for something new can be very powerful. This section emphasizes the role of easy access and variety in fueling pornography addiction. It compares the vastness of online pornography to an endless library, highlighting how this constant novelty keeps the brain engaged and makes it harder to break free from the cycle of addiction. Life can be stressful. We all face pressure from school, work, relationships, and just trying to figure things out. Sometimes people turn to pornography as a way to escape from these problems and uncomfortable emotions. Think about it like watching a movie to forget about your worries for a while. While movies can be a healthy form of escapism, pornography offers a quick and intense escape from reality. The problem is, using pornography as a coping mechanism doesn't address the underlying issues. In fact, it can often make them worse by creating feelings of guilt, shame, and isolation. This section explores how pornography can serve as a coping mechanism for stress and anxiety, comparing it to the escapism offered by movies. However, it cautions against using pornography as a coping mechanism, as it doesn't address the root causes of stress and can lead to negative emotional consequences.